It was a grisly discovery. A murder victim shot to death, his body stuffed into a trash bin in a garage of a vacant North Minneapolis home. Several days later, still no arrests. The medical examiner has identified the victim of that crime as 51-year-old Reed Johnson.
And the man who discovered Johnson's body is a local part-time realtor who was there to host an open house last Sunday afternoon.
As Paul Bloom tells us, the man is no stranger to heartache. Tonight, he shares a personal message, all while police try to solve this crime.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you.
We caught up with Josh Fredrickson in a spot that brings him peace.
Good girls. Uh-oh.
And so much joy.
That is Elise, and that's Esther right behind you. Want to get a hug, huh? Oh, hugs. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the hugs. This is one of the places that I go with my dogs to sort things out, listen to a little bit of faith radio as I walk along the path, and do a walking meditation, if you will.
Early in this new year, and Josh is reeling. The licensed social worker, drug counselor, and part-time real estate agent is attempting to come to grips with the grisly discovery he made just last weekend while readying this vacant home for an open house. The body of Reed Johnson. The 51-year-old Johnson was shot to death somewhere else and thrown away like trash in this detached garage on Minneapolis' 30th Avenue North.
It's just evil. Evil. That's what I saw there, was absolute evil.
On Saturday, Josh took this photograph of what is presumed to be a suspect vehicle in the case. It certainly did not belong to the man who owned the property. The very next day, that Jeep was gone. A pile of trash left behind in this bin with the plastic blue sheeting. That is where Josh found Johnson's body, with the homeowner right alongside.
We set the garbage can upright, and he moved the plastic, and he screamed that there's a dead body in there, and of course I didn't believe him right away. And then I looked, and there was a dead body in the garbage can.
Minneapolis police have not said much publicly about the case in the days since. There are cameras here on the church right next door that might provide some additional evidence beyond the crime scene in the garage. As for the victim, Reed Johnson, he was a father who those close to him describe as a beautiful person inside and out, but one who struggled with addiction. He has a lengthy criminal history that landed him in prison and left some wondering if Johnson's past demons with drugs caught up with him. I spoke to his grieving sister over the phone.
The person that we know and love was, incredibly sweet and kind-hearted. He had the best sense of humor. He loved to tell stories about our childhood, and he absolutely loved to laugh, and literally had the best, most contagious laugh that you ever heard. We're absolutely devastated by this loss, and he's going to be fiercely missed.
This poor victim's family, I want to see some good come out of it.
Tragically for Josh, this is not his first brush with the pain, shock, and disbelief of homicidal violence and the haunting questions of why.
Our family, friends, and community have been robbed of our beloved and cherished Katie Fredrickson, leaving beyond suffering that is far beyond anything you can fathom.
That is Josh, just a year ago in court, delivering a heartfelt victim impact statement. His precious sister, Katie, was murdered as well, shot to death by someone she cared about and tried to help.
My mother is starting to come out, but, of course, it destroyed her, and again, that's what brought me to the place that I went, after discovering this. I just thought, this person's family.
It is almost too much for Josh.
All this pain and agony is, it's fostered a perspective inside of me. It's just, here's the deal. Kindness costs nothing, right?
He has spent the week pouring out his emotions in a pair of social media posts, praying for more humanity in a world that has recently felt so dark to him. Quote, "There is evil in this world that I cannot understand. I just don't get it. The things these eyes have seen, the pain this heart has felt, and the trauma this mind has encountered have convinced me that faith, love, relationships, altruism, connections, and experiences are what matter most. Love is the most important thing in this world, folks."
I'm looking for the diamond in this bucket of mud and sludge. If there's something that I can do, if there's someone I can connect with, if there's an organization that, that can be created, if we can just start to get this message out there that there's help and things like this don't need to happen, You know, if we can get out there and just spread a message of loving one another, the universe is telling me, God's telling me, you know, go out there, help people, love people, and try and teach others to do the same.
Josh did not know Reed, did not know his family, but they were able to connect and form a powerful bond over their shared grief in just the last few days. Clearly, everyone connected to this case now just wants those responsible for the brutality and cruelty here brought to justice. Paul Bloom, Fox 9.